On, dude. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's that. Anyways, Mr. Nobody, I don't know if you're still here. Okay. Did you hear anything I said about the AIM 7Ps? Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Okay, actually, you know what? This gives me an opportunity to do this. Hold on. Stand by, young Padawan. Okay, let's say you launch an AIM 7P. The AIM 7P has SAR, IOG, and DL. Now, data link means that your TWS your TWS should help guide it if you maintain a lock on it. SAR means that you can slave it and course correct it, and then IOG, I think IOG means that it'll track it, right? But you have to stay locked. So when you fire that puppy off, you can actually make maneuvers. You can make defensive maneuvers and still keep lock on this guy. Now, how do you get it to guide it on its own, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, the R27ER and the AIM 7P have to be within 6 kilometers to guide themselves. I think it's 6 kilometers. And when you're at 6 kilometers, the second it makes that, it should course correct on its own because it's using semi-active radar. The semi-active radar kicks in at about 6 kilometers, I think, right? Gosh, I'm trying to figure out how you would do that. There's no way that you intentionally do it, okay? There's no way that you intentionally do it. You have to do it by accident, okay? What does that mean? Okay, let's go over it together. AIM 7P 101. Here we go. So you've got 7 AIM 7Ps, right? And you're rocking and rolling. You're rocking and rolling. You see an enemy up there. You're going to lock them up. You're going to fire that AIM 7P, and then you're going to, again, it's still locked, right? And the missile's still tracking, but you are now on to the next target, right? You are on to the next target. I see a target here. Launch another AIM 7P. You see how it missed? I wasn't close enough, right? That's the only way that it's going to do it like that. There's no way. I mean, there probably is a way, but there's not like an ideal way that you're going to be able to like do that intentionally. Like, there's no way you're going to be able to shoot at, or you're going to be able to fire a missile at somebody and then maintain, you know, lock, and then just know that it's within 6 kilometers and then disengage. It's going to just happen on its own. Now, we just saw right there that I locked him up, engaged him with an AIM 7P, played defense, saw another target, and then locked him up there. And the missile didn't hit, so it wasn't within that time frame where the missile would automatically track. Now, the other thing is, the other way that you could do it, I manually disengage that lock, okay? The other way that it could happen is this way. Watch this. Okay, so you're getting shot at, you're playing defense. You see somebody right here, you fire off that bad boy, and you're playing defense. You know that there's somebody up here. You know that there's somebody. You're going to keep that lock on as long as you can. But you let the lock disengage on its own. Let's see. See how the missile's trying to course correct? See how it's trying to course correct? Oh, it was close. Do you see how it was doing that course correction at the last second? Did you see that? Did anyone see that? So it's possible. That's not the way it's intended to be used, though. So the missile will try to course correct, right? But if it's too dramatic or it's too much, it won't do it. So we saw the missile. I wasn't even locked on him, and we saw the missile go down and a little up. We could see the contrail of it, right? Let's see it again. Where's that other plane? Above me there. I mean, we're within 2 kilometers. This is like unrealistic. Ooh, but look, it's still trying to course correct it even after it missed. That was awesome. So again, it's not something that you're going to do on its own. Like, you're not going to be able to intentionally know. Yeah, see, it missed even there. I think it's IOG. Maybe it's R. Maybe it's not SAR. It's just R. It's just ARH. I think. Let's see. Let's look. I'm gonna have to double check. It is. No, it is SAR. Okay. Semi-active radar homing. It will try to course correct, but it's not going to land. Like, you really should be having this plane. This plane is an ideal skirmisher. It's not a brawler, right? It's not ideal suited to be a brawler. Let's just put it that way. But it is a skirmisher. Now, what's the difference between a brawler and a skirmisher, right? A skirmisher is when you go out to the flats. Like, if you look at a map, like, let's pull up a map if we can. Okay, this is a pretty good map. This is a pretty good example. A brawler is somebody who brawls in the middle, right? Somebody who's in the spaghetti bowl, right? Because you're brawling all the time. You're brawling against a bunch of people, right? There's a bunch of things happening. You're a brawler, right? A skirmisher is somebody who goes out to the flats. And when you go out to the flats, depending on which way you go and depending on the map, you could typically find another person or another 2 people or another 3 people that you could take on and skirmish with, win that engagement, and then flank into the middle and third party a bunch of people, right? That's mainly what happens. If you win this fight, you're already up 1, you're already up 2. You probably use 3 or 4 missiles, meaning you have 3 or 4. So you probably have 2 to 3 missiles left. And then you can come in here, third party a couple people. You're maybe going to get 2 kills. And then at the very end, you're going to dogfight. And then, in theory, I mean, you could brawl with this. You could absolutely brawl, but it's not, again, it's not ideal. Because, again, with these missiles, they're really not designed to be taken on targets down low, which is typically what happens when you brawl. Everybody's low, everybody's looking to get the edge, everybody's looking to get the angle. You really want to be a skirmisher where those people are at level with you, they're at the same altitude as you, and they're also playing the same game you're playing. But you are going to be a better pilot, which is going to make you come out on top. That's the difference. But I think also the German F-18 premium plane has better engines, better radar, and better armament anyway, so yeah, we can play a couple of rounds of the item. I love this plane. I'll play this plane. We actually play it for a little bit. I'm going to grab something real quick. I'll be right back. And then we're jumping into the F-15 or the F-18C early. Welcome back. Thank you. Looks like an F2. I think it's an F2 out there. Wow, dude, they really messed up radar, dude. What in the world? Wow! Are you for real? Dude, they mess with radar. Radar is all jacked up. There's no way these missiles are acting like this. Yeah, they messed up the radar system. There's just one? Yeah, there's two of them. Oh, they're far. Okay, never mind. I thought he was like right on top of me. It seemed like he was right on top of me. This plane is really cool. I just wish Gaijin didn't mess with the radar. I hope they fix it this week. God, dude, look at they're all hungry for him. Hungry hippo. Dude, look at all those missiles! Oh my god! They're missile spamming him. Poor Mirage. How many hours were we streaming before it crashed? I don't know. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're. This is, first of all, this is a horrible stream in regards to performance. But it was a good stream in regards to, like, teaching people and conversing with you guys. As far as like conversing with you guys and like having, you know, chilling out and people stopping by, it was great. But as far as performance wise, oh my, I don't think I've ever done this bad in a video in War Thunder. I don't think I've ever, this is like a horrible day for me when it comes to War Thunder. We did not, there was not a single time where we were like on top. Maybe 1 or 2 times. It was horrible. We did horribly, and I just want to apologize to everybody that had to watch me do horribly. It may be, actually, that may have been enjoyable for you guys. That may have been the most enjoyable part. But for me, I don't know, man. Well, first of all, we got to blame Gaijin for sure for some of the horrible things that we've experienced over the past couple days with the enormous buggy update Leviathans is, and they even admitted it. That there's a lot of problems with that patch, so hopefully they get it all worked out because it's a nightmare. So I don't know, but yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do better. We're gonna be better. Things are gonna be great. So good game, everybody, and we'll catch you guys later.